dive back into the few steps of why these ladies felt like they don't like men at all. You are going to marry, right? How do you live in a room or in a house or in a marriage with a woman who you cannot communicate with? I know the other time we talked a lot about possessions and quality a good woman should possess before a man could settle down with them as a wife material, which are like shared values, belief, your morals, and other stuffs like being supportive, independency, compassionate, and respect in the marriage. And for me not to delay you more or making this video a very longer time, I would like us to elaborate more on why women hate men. And most of the time to say it's not that all women hate men, it's just a few women who misunderstood or who take grudges and frustration out of anger to feel like they are not valued in this social place. That's why there should be an importance of talking about this illusion to make it equal and not allowing others to mislead our young generation. Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Clara, and I am always here to give you tips on relationship and marriage matters. Man who is ready to be in a marriage, as a young woman who is ready to go into marriage, you need some certain lessons to understand your belief and your thoughts, your emotions, your supportiveness, and compassionate also. So today let's talk about this problem that makes some women to actually agitate that they do not like men. And most of the times I do pick up my biro, my books, to jot down a lot of things in order to make you understand that this life is just for me and you, and if you do not value it that much, you will not be able to know the value of what you have. So today I want to tell you more about different occasions and different things that women believe and why they actually hate men in some eras. Sometimes it's caused, and one of the reasons here is historical and cultural inequality. What this means is that some of these women feels like in a family they actually denied a lot of things like power in the family, in politics. So most of those things actually make them feel like they don't have right to stand. They've been silenced a lot, so some of them felt like because of this they don't have the right to talk or doing anything in the family, in the power outside, or react to some certain things. And most of these things actually make them to become that kind of furious and frustrated because they are gender based, you understand, making it so violated. And some of these harassments that actually make these women feel like, okay, because of this they cannot stand and they cannot be able to be that person that they want to be. And another one is equal opportunity. You know, some women feels like they need that opportunity to be for them. Whenever in a working place, in an office, in school, in different environments, you cannot stand to give her a chance to speak or to do other things. So this groomed them to feel like, okay, there is another world for them and they're supposed to make their own world and not to stand where men are, since men actually felt like they are not supposed to be in this kind of position. So they actually try to grow their own life and their own world to it. And another is toxic masculinity, which is pressure. Men are being pressured in this society to dominate. So this makes women feels like, okay, if the power belongs to just men, they are not ready, or they are going to be their own self. You understand? The toxicness against them is actually too much, and they will pick up on themselves and live their own life the way they want. The barrier of stopping them from what they want to do is actually getting out of hand, so they cannot stand this and they cannot take that. So another one is unmet expectations for relationship. This unmet expectation is something that young generation, let's say the men, actually face more in relationship. Like about being money aspects, increase of some certain things that they want. Women will feel men are not meeting their target or whatever they want. So relationship actually don't last again because of all these things to meet their target in relationship. Now putting themselves in danger, or actually telling them that okay, you are supposed to give me this, you're supposed to give me that, and you cannot meet it. If you cannot quality, there is no relationship between me and you. And also the next one I have to give you, which the last one but not the least also, is what do they call this, social media mindset. You know, all those things that comes out from social media narrative is one of the worst thing that have ever happened in relationship. Your girl taking advice from different people, like their mentors, whosoever they felt like that is a mentor, and they are not leading them to where they are supposed to lead them to, and actually setting their targets on financial aspects on different occasions of what they are not even supposed to. There are a lot of things that you can actually make a woman to understand, but not always possessing her in the position of telling her that if your man do not have money, you should not do this. If your man do not have money, you should not stay this. If not, they don't have this, you cannot stay in the. It's taking their mind offward and taking them to grooming them of what is not necessary or relevant to this relationship. And also we need to tell our young generation the truth. That was why I am always here for you. If you've watched this video to this end, I believe you like my teachings and you will love to share and like. Please help to subscribe and also share this message to other people, and I will always be your humble person to teach you and narrate you on what you need to do in your relationship. Thank you. See you next time again in my channel. Bye.